Hello and welcome everyone. This is Nitesh Mishra from Federation of Indian Export Organizations, popularly known as FIEO, India's apex trade promotion organization. And you are listening to the Voice of Exports, India's first exclusive podcast for EXIM community. On this podcast, we bring top performers from the sector who not only inspire but also reinvigorate among you to become one of them.
A warm welcome to you once again, and a welcome to Ms. Nupur Monga for joining this podcast interview. Ma'am, could you please introduce your company and how it started?
Hi everyone, this is Nupur Goyal Monga and I am the owner of Pinkweave Company. My company manufactures handmade, beaded, embroidered items. I have around 100 to 200 artisans who are working for me. We make hairbands, keyrings, purses, a lot of fashion items which are completely handmade.
Okay, talking about the product, I think, ma'am, your product and your company is mainly into labor-intensive sector of exports.
Yes.
How do you see the current scenario with regard to the labor-intensive sector of exports?
So it has our major items get exported to USA only since I think 8 years.
Okay.
And I have my fixed clients there. They are amazing. And it has the tariffs which has been imposed on the export on India, it has affected a lot to our business and to my clients' business also who are in US. So ours is completely labor intensive work. It has impacted to our labor also, our karigars, our artisans also. They are also getting very less work. So it has impacted to every level of manufacturing or business.
When you talk about your product, has the product quality or the kind of market you are looking at in terms of diversification when you have come across such a challenge as with regard to the tariffs from US?
Actually, we haven't diversified as of now because our products are mainly
I know, Ms. Monga, diversification takes a long period of time.
Yes.
It is very easy to say that, okay, in short period of time, diversification can be done. But what is your take on diversification of markets? That is what I wanted to ask you.
Our take is that we are approaching other countries also now, especially UK, because the tariffs have been zero there. Now, export is increasing there. And yes, we are trying to learn more and more about the consumer culture of other countries other than USA and trying to innovate our product to change the designs, trying to change our product related to the taste of consumers of other countries like UAE, UK, Latin America.
Okay. To what extent has the tariff impacted your business till now?
Till now, it has impacted around, you can say 60 to 70%. But what we have done is there has been our fixed clients, which are very important. So we are sending everything, including duty to them, and we are in loss right now. We are just, we are supplying the items at par so that our labor keeps on working. They do not get discouraged. Their houses keep on working. Their kids keep going to school. And our customers who are in US, they also keep on supplying to their customers. Their business keep on working. So we are trying to find solution. But right now we are at loss and we are at par. We are not earning anything. We are just doing DDP.
One more question related to this, Ms. Monga. When you talk about this tariff issue, there has been a lot of positive statements coming from both the sides, especially from India and from now US also. Both the head of the governments have been appreciative about each other's country. So how do you see the BTA going between India and US in coming days? Are you seeing any kind of positive development?
We all exporters are hoping, especially the small exporters are hoping for the positive things which will happen between US and India. And yes, the news which is coming up and the relationships, like what both of the countries are saying for each other, yes, we are thinking that the tariffs will reduce and the business will grow more. The exports will be more because we have also the value of exports now.
Okay. When you talk about the challenges apart from the tariff war, what kind of challenges normally do you face while exporting? Because why I'm asking you this question, because this may come or may go as a lesson for the new and budding exporters who wants to come in the field of exports.
The maximum challenge I face in the export business is the compliances and documentation burden.
Okay.
It has been a great burden and a hurdle for exporting. The compliances and the documentation of the bank, like EDPM, PMS entries and logistics, matching everything. So that has been supply chain. Sometimes the payment issues, coordinating with the banks. Yes, as a woman entrepreneur, I can say as a woman exporter, I faced a lot of problems in this area.
Now that we have talked about human challenges, and FIEO has started an initiative called Sea Trades India Hub, through which we promote women-led businesses all across the
Yes.
globe. So what do you have to say about it?
First of all, I would say that FIEO is a great body which helps you get through anything. So the problems I faced for EDPMS and many other GST compliances initially, everything was solved by FIEO. I used to contact them, I used to talk, I used to attend the webinars, seminars, and it has helped. I went to the delegation, I've got good clients. Like the initial hurdle what you face when you start the export business has been solved by FIEO. It has been a great friend and supporter. Plus now FIEO has combined with ITC, International Trade Center, to start She Trade. And She Trade is the greatest initiative. We all have a WhatsApp group. We can talk to each other. Any problems we face, we get the reply like instantly. So there are many things which are being solved, which are very big things to us that has become very meager, very small because of this initiative.
When you talk about the initiatives which we have started, especially has been started by FIEO, how has it helped in terms of growth for your businesses? Say we have started our Indian business portal where you can showcase your business and product and services. So how has it helped your business in some way or the other?
Indian Business Portal, which is started by FIEO, is a great portal. The medium to upload or talk to your clients, everything is very easy there. It's very understandable other than the other portals what we have available. And it is a very great connection between the exporters and the buyers. So exports become easy for us, supplying becomes easy for us. And then if any issues we face, FIEO is always there to help us.
When you talk about the global trends, you may have faced trade and global supply chain disruptions. What would be your advice to the companies similar to you and who face similar kind of challenges as you have faced? What would be your advice to them?
I'm into a textile export, fashion and accessory export business.
Yes.
So for the global trends which keeps coming up, not yearly, in fact every 6 months, you have to keep up with that.
Okay.
Plus, you have to join bodies like FIEO and others so that you keep up with the trends. They have a lot of information. We have a lot of information given by FIEO and other bodies, which lets us keep up to the trends. Plus, you have to be into the time. You have to check AI now. It has a lot of softwares where you can check the global trend, where you can check what is going on in the market now, what customers need. You have to evolve.
Okay.
Every 2 months, like you have to study. It is like to work daily on it.
A question again related to FTAs and BTAs. UK has already been signed. We are planning to get a bilateral trade agreement with Oman, other GCC countries, and various other Latin American countries also. So what do you think of FTAs as a whole in terms of promoting business?
India has signed several FTAs with countries like Japan, South Korea, UAE, Mauritius, and UK. These agreements make it very easy and cost effective for the Indian exporters to sell their products abroad, which is what we need, and Indian consumers to access, global goods also. So it is beneficial both ways.
One last question. What are your key learnings during the journey of exports which you would like to convey to our new and budding exporters who wants to come into the business of exports?
I, being a woman entrepreneur who started the business, I think from INR 800 and just with a laptop and a room and a baby. So anything is possible. Now I have my turnover in CRs.
Great.
You have to keep working. You have to keep learning. You have to be connected with the people who are in the same field. You have to keep your ears open. You have to try. And there are so many things, even, so many rules and regulations which India has made it for the women entrepreneurs and exporters, which are really good, which helps us to promote and, earn and send our goods abroad. This export business is huge. It is amazing. And if a girl like me, with even money like lesser than 1,000 rupees, can bring her turnover to CRs, anyone can do it. Anyone. But you just have to do it.
Great. Thank you so much, Ms. Nupur, for being so candid and insightful in your approach while answering the questions which I asked. And thank you for joining our podcast initiative interview.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It is great. Thank you so much.
Voice of Exports podcast by FIEO aims to provide important information and views on foreign trade, especially on exports, which will help both Indian exporters and importers. Any statements made by an exporter, importer, or an importing company in this podcast as guests reflect the views and opinions of that individual or the company. This podcast does not constitute an endorsement by the FIEO of the individual or the company, his or her or its employer or affiliated entity, the specific information or views provided, resources mentioned, or products or services endorsed or offered by that individual or the company, his or her or its employer or affiliated entity. FIEO assumes no responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or timelines of the information provided by the guest or the company in this podcast, or for the decisions made and reliance on any information provided by the guest or the company in this podcast. We thank you for listening to this episode of Voice of Exports podcast service brought to you by the FIEO. For more information on how you can start exporting, please visit our website www.fio.org.